I've noticed that the small things seem to be missing in our society today. Courtesy, manners, preferring one another. We need to get back to those things, because to me, when you have lost these things, you have lost a greater society at large. We see so many people who just, if they could show some common courtesy and concern for others, they're so caught up into their own world. We have so many people with this thing in their face that they're not even willing to talk to others. We see people who are very selfish in their actions. I've seen a lot of these things happen where, well, I don't care how long they have to wait. I'm going to sit here and do whatever, and knowing people are back there. I'm not going to make you wait. I'm going to get out of the way and get my business done with whoever, and I'm getting out of your hair. But there are people who, I'm just going to make it hard on so and so. A thank you goes a long way. Saying something very nice and giving a good tip to your, wait staff. Wonderful thing. A lot of people are not going back into that business because of the way they have been treated. The small things, letting people merge in with one another on the highway. Boy, wouldn't that be a wonderful, novel idea? That might be a wonderful thing. Let people merge in, just showing some concern for one another and not making everything political and all that. That could be just so wonderful that not every time I look at something, it has to be made political on social media, but the small things. Because if you don't have the small things, you don't have your society. Again, common courtesy, manners. Coming to work. One man said one time, and I agree with him, if you just show up for work on time, you're ahead of 95% of the rest of the world, and that's about the truth. And then if you do something, boy, you really are ahead of people. Just show up and be there on time. That's a common courtesy. And do, whatever, if you work 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is, give them the 8 hours, give them the 10 hours, and do it right. Take pride in your job. These small things are what make our world worth living in many times. The big things sometimes are not as big as you think. The small things are really bigger, because we've lost our society in many ways, and I don't hold up much hope for it unless we can get back to these types of things. And God has to be in the center of this. Most people who are very courteous and show manners generally are very godly people who are churchgoers, those people who read God's word, those people who have a relationship with God, who pray, who do these things. They generally are very courteous and have manners and do these types of things, where the world acts just like it should and would be expected. But let's get into the small things and get those back into our lives. And it starts at home. Don't expect them to learn it at schoolhouse. I want them to learn a lot of things when they go to school. But you know what? Manners starts at home. Now, I'm not against having a manners class or something like that, but really it should start at home. And common sense and courtesy to others should start at home. Pray today, God.